This is Manhattan, but this is Charlotte. And it's turning into a mini New York really fast. So what's actually driving all of this? One word, banking. Charlotte is now the second largest banking hub in the country, right behind New York City. And think about that for a second. Bank of America is headquartered here. Wells Fargo has a massive operation. Truist, also based here. And there are dozens of smaller banks, firms, family offices, insurance companies, all sorts of, private trading desks, all sorts of stuff. But here's what that actually means for the city. When that much money concentrates in one place, everything gets pulled in with it. But to be fair, all this money coming in is only half of what's going on here, because there's something else happening here at the exact same time. We have seen a massive wave of people from the Northeast moving down here, and it's not slowing down. I talk to people every day from New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Maine. All of them, or many of them, work in finance or tech, especially coming from New York. And a lot of people are either remote or hybrid, which means that they can live here and still make New York money. Similar salary, sometimes a small cost of living adjustment, but they're still making a lot more relative to the cost of living here. And so it's a huge advantage to be able to get a lot more space, lower taxes, cost of living, a lot more lifestyle. And I even have clients and friends that will fly back to New York periodically, a couple times a month. And the rest of the time they're here, so they still get to see their family. They still go into the office up there periodically. Now, to be fair, a lot of them did not come straight from the Northeast. Many people take a detour before getting here. And that actually takes us to the next section, which is the halfback effect. Now, this has been going on for years, but particularly during COVID, a ton of Northeasterners heard all the stories, all the rainbows and sunshine about the rainbows and sunshine down in Florida. Beaches, no state income tax, warm weather year round, supposedly. And that sounds pretty perfect on the surface. Then many people moved down there. They discovered that there was a more nuanced reality, especially when you start seeing your insurance costs double, triple in a year. Property taxes started climbing to some of the highest in the country. Back-to-back hurricanes just wiping out entire areas. And 6+ months of heat where you can't even go outside. And so not all, a lot of people stayed, but there's also a lot of people that decided that Florida just wasn't for them. And so they moved again. They didn't want to go back to New York. They also didn't want to stay in Florida. And so where'd they land? Right smack dab in the middle, called this little town of about 3 million people called Charlotte, North Carolina. And so we call them halfbacks. People that moved all the way down and then halfway back. But there is a side of Charlotte that people don't see until you actually live here, because you have to soak in the culture a little bit to really enjoy, appreciate, and fully see what a little bit slower pace really feels like and what it does for your life and for your lifestyle. And that's actually why I made a full video breaking down the pros and cons of living here, the stuff that nobody tells you before you get here. That video is right around this video. Go watch that. I'm Lucas, and I'll see you in the next one.